Hello, welcome to today's YouTube video. Today, I'm going to be walking you through a full email marketing course that help you go from zero to confidently sending your first email campaign, right? So this video is perfect for people who want to learn email marketing as a skill, business owners who want to send out emails for themselves, and basically anybody who wants to use email to generate income for their business, their brand, their clients, or whatever, right? So by the end of this video, you understand the first, why email is the number one skill for making money online. You understand the three pillars of any email marketing strategy. You understand how to write emails and send out your first email campaign. And you also know how you can use email, or how you also know how to know if your emails are working properly, right? How to know if your emails are working properly. So let's begin. What is email marketing? What is email marketing? Email marketing is just one of the channels of marketing. It's basically making money from sending emails to people. That's just what it is, right? But I'm going to break down the process to make more sense. So, for most people, your major channel of getting traffic to your business or getting people to know who you are is social media. So you can get traffic from Instagram, from Facebook, from LinkedIn. You can also get traffic from having a blog post, your website, right? So these are different ways to get traffic. But the thing is, people who are your followers, people who visit your website, those guys are just people who follow you. They are not yet like leads or members of your brand. So one way to move them from just being ordinary followers to becoming closer to your brand is by getting their emails and putting them into an email list. So once they're on an email list, you now build a relationship with them within the email list that will become revenue, cash, action, or whatever results you want to get, right? So that is basically what email marketing is. It's the process of building a relationship with an audience through their inbox. The goal is to provide value, build trust, and eventually drive an action like a sale. Yeah. So that's what email marketing is in simple terms. So why is email your number one business asset? Right. If I ask somebody, what's your most important business asset, especially as far as marketing is concerned, some people might think is their 1 million YouTube their 1 million Instagram followers or their 1 million TikTok followers. No, those things are not your business asset because they are built on rented land, right? You can wake up tomorrow and your LinkedIn account is suspended, or your Facebook account is lost, or your Instagram account is lost. But nobody can suddenly take away your email list. It's almost impossible to do that, right? So that's why it's very important. Secondly, it has the highest ROI in marketing. So for every dollar spent in email marketing, you can get up to $36 to $42 when done properly. One of the clients that I work with who pays $400 per month on email marketing will generate about $12,000 to $15,000 every month from that email marketing effort, right? So that is why it has one of the highest ROIs, unlike ads, which are just 2x, 3x. Email marketing can go as high as 10x, 20x, 100x when it comes to giving you ROI, right? Thirdly, you control the message. No algorithm can hide your content, right? So when you send out an email, it lands in the inbox. It actually lands in the inbox. You are not trying to, post at a particular time so that more people see it. No, it lands in the inbox. Usually, when you post on platforms like Instagram, it shows it to maybe 10% of your audience. But for email, almost everybody in your email list gets your email when you send it to them. And then finally, it's direct, it's personal, and reliable, right? So that's why it's very important for you. So here are the three pillars of email marketing. The first one is the list. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? The second one is the platform. What tool are you going to be using? And the third one is the content. So we're going to be talking about these three things because these are the three pillars of email marketing. And I'm going to be walking you through each and every one of them. Right? So the list. Now, how do you build your list? Do you just go buy the list from the market, or do you just get the list from thin air? No, you don't get the list from thin air. The first mistake that people make when it comes to building an email list is buying an email list because it's the easiest thing to do. People are selling email lists. They tell you, oh, buy a list of 10,000 leads in your industry. The problem with buying a list is that it's illegal, right? Most people don't know this. It's illegal to buy an email list because people have to give you or consent to give you their email as far as the laws in the US, in the UK, in the EU are concerned. People have to give you their emails for you to email them. If you buy an email list, you can actually be protected for that, right? So buying an email list is not the best way to build your list because it's illegal, it can mess up your deliverability, it can hurt your brand, and just basically ruin your business if you do that, right? So how do you now get people to join in voluntarily since you cannot buy a list? Well, there are a couple of ways to do that. But the most common way is using what we call a lead magnet, right? So a lead magnet is something of value that you give to people. In exchange, they give you their emails. It can be an ebook, it can be a video, it can be a tutorial. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's of value and they give you their emails in exchange for it. So that's one way to build an email list. So you see people say, "Oh, I have this book that's going to teach you ways to make money. Sign up to my list to get access to the book." That is a lead magnet. Or I have a list of stocks you should buy in December 2025 to make money in the stock market. Sign up to my list to get list of stock. That is a lead magnet, right? So a lead magnet can be anything as far as it's valuable to your audience. Now, another way to build this basically is to offer discounts. This happens more in the e-commerce space where you offer 10% discounts, 15% discounts for people to sign up to your list. And then finally, you can just ask people to sign up to your list. I have an email list. I'm going to put the link in the description. You can go sign up, right? And get to learn more from me, where I share in-depth content, where I beep you when I have new YouTube videos, which is going to be every day. I just tell people, hey, I have an email list, I have a newsletter that I email daily, that I email 3 times a week. If you want to be a part of it, sign up. So these are ways you can build your list ethically. But don't buy a list. Never buy an email list from anybody, right? So that's how you build a list. It's easy. Now, the second thing is the platform. Which tools do you use? Now, if you go online, there are over 100 email marketing tools. You will see so many email marketing tools, you're going to get bored, right? So, which marketing softwares should you use? Now, for me, I advise four, depending on your business and what you do. So, for info products, for coaching, MailerLite. So, these two softwares work more for people in that industry. For e-commerce business owners, I advise Klaviyo or Omnisend. They work. So based on your budget, based on which of these platforms you can afford, you should go for them based on your needs, based on your KPI, based on what you want to do with email. It's going to determine which of these platforms that you eventually go for, right? So most of these things are free. There are free plans for them in the beginning, but as you have more subscribers, you will have to pay, right? So some of them have free plans. So if you are a beginner email marketer or a beginner freelancer who wants to learn email marketing, you can simply sign up to their free plans, go and get a feel of these platforms for yourself, right? So that's basically it for the platforms. Now, for the content, your message. What exactly do you send in your email? Now, this is the most important part of all these things. What exactly do you send in your email? The thing is, it depends on a couple of things. What is the goal of the email? What are you trying to achieve, right? What stage in their journey are they? Because you can't send the same email to someone who just joined your list. You can't send the same email to a person who has bought from you like 2, 3, 4, 5 times. That person is in a different stage of their customer journey. You can't send the same email to somebody who just joined your email list, right? So, what stage of the journey are they in? What do you want to communicate? What action do you want them to take? And what idea of your brand do you want to propagate? So these are the things you consider when it comes to which email you want to send and to who. Right? So very important. Now, there are generally two types of emails when it comes to email marketing. There are email automations and email campaigns. Now, email automations, they are the emails that are set up and are triggered by specific actions of your audience. We'll talk more about this. Now, email campaigns are emails you send out on a regular basis to your audience to achieve a specific goal, right? Now, email automations, like I said, they are set up to be sent to someone when they take a specific step or a specific action within your company's ecosystem, right? So we have different automations that every brand should have, but here are some important ones I'll just share as an example to show you what automations are. Now, the first one is the email welcome flow. This is for when people sign up to your email list. When people sign up to your email list, this is the first email that they receive. It's called an email welcome flow. So when they come in, or maybe we promise them a lead magnet. This email triggers to deliver the lead magnet their into their list, right? So, or you promise them a discount. This email is triggered like to get people into your deliver the freebie, right? So it helps them deliver the freebie, helps them get to know more of your brand, tell your brand story. So it's a series of emails that people receive when they come into your email list for the first time, right? So the second thing is the abandonment cart flow. This is for when people are added to your product, added their product to cart, and then they stop. You can add the product to cart and then be like, oh, I cannot complete the order now. I'll complete it tomorrow. Or you just got busy, you got a call, you got distracted. Many people can just add product to cart and forget to check out. So this flow is triggered to remind them so that they can complete their purchase, right? And sometimes we even make offers so that people can complete their purchase. You see, for some brands, you can like put something in cart and then walk away. They send you the first, second, third, fourth, fifth email, and they make you an offer of maybe 10% off, 50% off to complete your order. All of this is to increase the likelihood of people making that purchase, right? So the third flow is the post-purchase flow. This is set up for when people buy your course, your products, coaching, or software, guides them through the onboarding process so it can help increase your lifelong customer lifetime value. Now, these are different types of email automations and email flows. And I'm not going to be breaking each of them down in this particular video. I'm going to be making individual videos that I'm going to be teaching each of these flows one after the other later on in the channel, right? So email campaigns. Email campaigns are different. Email campaigns are emails you send out for a single time. It's not triggered when quick action. It's emails that you send out, regular campaigns that you send out to your email. Now there are different reasons to send out email campaigns. The first one is to educate people. The second is to nurture them. The third is to sell. The fourth is to promote your offers. The fifth is to build trust or to achieve any goal you would like to achieve. Basically, the goal of email campaign is to get people to take action, right? So there's that. So that's what email campaigns do. So how do you now write your first email? Now you know there are two different types of emails. Let's write our first email. And that's the thing we are going to go into. So when it comes to writing your first emails, there are some steps you need to follow. The first step is you need to figure out the goal, right? What's the goal? Every email has one job. Are you trying to get them to read a blog post? Are you trying to get your subscribers to watch a video? Are you trying to get them to buy a product? Are you trying to educate them? What exactly is the one goal you are trying to achieve? Yeah. So why is this very important? It's important because if your email is not specific to one goal, you are going to end up confusing your reader. And a confused mind doesn't take action. A confused mind doesn't take action. If you confuse your 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 reader, they are not going to take action. Right? So before I write a single word of copy, you have to ask, what is this one thing that I want people to do after they read your email, right? So now, writing the email. That's a simple formula we are going to use today to write emails. So the first one is to state the pain points they have. So it's 4 P's. It's a simple formula for writing emails, copywriting, 4 P's. Problem, promise, proof, push. So what's the problem? State the pain points they have. 2. Promise, hint at the solution. 3. Proof, show why they should trust you. And then 4. Push, tell them exactly what you want them to do next. So these are the 4 P's. And this formula works. And I'm going to be using it to like show you an example. So it works when you're trying to sell, basically. It works when you're trying to sell your email to get them to take action, get them to sign up to a webinar, to a program, whatever. This formula works for that, right? So now we're going to write a sample email with this format. I'm going to go to my Google Drive right now so that I can write an email with this particular formula. Okay, so now we are inside the Google Doc, right? So I'm going to be using this 4P formula to write an email example, right? So the example I'm working on today is we're going to try to sell a program to skinny people that want to build muscles. So let's say you're a personal trainer and you have like a program that helps move from being skinny to building muscles, right? So this email is going to try to sell them, right? So we're not going to be looking at the email subject and the pretext right now. We're only going to be focusing on the email and trying to help people to, trying to sell using the email, basically. So let's start. Now, What is the pain here? The pain is that they are skinny and they want to do what? Build muscle. Yeah. What's the promise? The promise is we can help you build muscles, help you build muscle in using our 9-week program, even if you are skinny. What's the proof? The proof is we have helped people like you do this in the past. So we can put like a review, picture review of somebody and before and after pictures, right? That's the proof. And then the push is you can sign up to our 9-week program that kicks off next week today, right? At a 15% off or 50% off discount that disappears tomorrow, right? So this is basically off the top of my head, right? I'm just trying to create the structure of the email before I even start to write it, right? So I'm trying to picture in my head the structure and how everything is going to go before I start to even write it. So now we can start to write out the email. So let's start writing the email. So usually we talk about personalization. So you can say, hey, first name. You can configure this within the email marketing platform, right? Hey, first name. So this helps you mention the first name of the person who you're writing to, right? So you now hit on the pin. Are you skinny and want to build muscles? We have something special for you, right? So you just open up with the pain. Are you skinny and you want to build muscles? It's simple, it's direct. Anybody who's signed up to this list already knows that that's what you do. But calling it out like this helps. It's easier for them to know exactly what you want to talk about. Are you skinny and want to build muscles? We have something special for you. Over the last 3 years, we have helped over 100 clients move from being skinny to building muscles in less than 12 weeks, right? When they follow our regimented program, right? So this is it, or our signature program, right? So are you skinny and want to build muscles? We have something for you. Over the last 3 years, we have helped over 100 people move from being skinny to building muscle in less than 12 weeks when they follow our signature program. You have basically touched the pain, you have made a promise, and you have started sharing results in these 3 lines, right? So here is a story from Luke, who moved from being skinny to building muscles in 24 weeks. Now, why am I using these timelines? I'm using timelines that are realistic. See, when you're making promises, make sure that your promises are realistic. If that person you're going to move from being skinny to like building muscles in 2 weeks, nobody's going to believe you, right? So, realistic. Give a timeline that your product can deliver on. Don't just say things you cannot deliver on. So, you cannot put a before image of Luke when he was skinny here, and then I put an after image of Luke, which you will set up within the email, image of Luke, right? So this is basically this case you put a picture. Luke when he was skinny, Luke when he's no longer skinny. So Luke joined us as a university student, and he was tired of being bullied at school and called names because he was skinny. So he went on YouTube. So I'm going to write out this email and I'm going to come back, right? So give me a minute. Okay. So I'm back. I'm done working on email, right? So let's go through it. So, hey, first name, are you skinny? You want to build muscle? We have something special for you. But the last 3 years, I've helped 100 clients move from being skinny to building muscles in less than 12 weeks. Here's a story from local move from being skinny to muscles in 24 weeks. That's where we stopped. Right? So I went again. So Luke joined us as a university student. He was tired of being bullied in school, called names because he was skinny. He went to YouTube trying to piece together random workout advice, what to eat, and only to end up feeling frustrated and overwhelmed. Now, they're now calling out their problems. So people who are skinny who want to gain weight usually the first thing they do is to go on YouTube to try to find solutions. Most of them end up frustrated. Most of them end up finding information that's too bogus for them to understand, right? So he was eating a ton, but was not getting the right kind of weight, and his confidence was at rock bottom. He felt like he was destined to be skinny forever, no matter how hard he tried. Imagine walking into a room and feeling heads done for the right reason. Imagine looking into the mirror and seeing a strong, muscular physique that you built yourself. Imagine the confidence that comes from family being proud of your body, right? We'll now move into the next section. Now, you don't have to put this promise into the email. I'm just labeling it so that you see the different parts of the moving parts, right? So now the promise is this transformation is not just possible, predictable. Yeah, our signature program is a step-by-step blueprint designed specifically for hard gainers. We take the guesswork out of building muscles. We'll show you exactly how to train, what to eat for your specific body type, to pack on lean mass without spending endless hours in the gym or wasting money on useless supplements, right? So Luke is just one of over 100 clients who have successfully transformed their bodies using our method. He stopped guessing and following it and started following a proven system. In his words, for the first time, I wasn't just working out, I was training with a purpose. The plan was so clear, and I started seeing changes in just a few weeks. It completely changed my life, not just my body. My confidence is higher than it's ever been. Luke's after picture isn't a result of magic, it's a result of dedicated system. If you are tired of frustration and ready to start building the body you've always wanted, we want to help you. Click here to book a free discovery call. On the call, we'll map out the custom action plan, blah blah blah. So this is how you structure your email. You call out the problem, you hit on the problem, you agitate the problem, you make a promise of the solution, show proof using a picture before after picture or sharing a review, and then you push. Get them on a call, get them to sign up, get them on your free webinar, whatever it is that you want to get them on, right? So this is how you write. Now that we have written an email using that simple formula, right? Next thing is to set up your email within an email marketing software, right? It's so easy to do this. It's very easy to do this. You can go into your email marketing software and just focus on having like clear fonts, lots of white space, use call to actions that are big and obvious, use one or two simple images at most, right? So I'm going to show you how to do this inside an email marketing software. I'm also going to gather some assets, bring it into the software, and just show you how we can do this. So we're inside an email marketing platform. This is MailerLite. I mentioned MailerLite earlier. When you sign in, this is the first thing you see, right? So we want to first of all create a campaign. And so you click create campaign. There are different types of campaigns, right? So there's regular campaign, A/B split campaign, but we are going to the regular campaign, of course, right? Because I send that to regular campaign. So you can name your campaign, right? So we just want to name this email test. So we are testing out the campaign. So choose an email subject line. Because we're talking about somebody moving from being skinny to not being skinny, and you can with game models. Now, the pre-header is what people see as the first line before they, sign up, right? So before they open the email. So the pre-header kind of augments the subject line and helps it make more sense. So you want to get more, you can do so in 9 weeks. So this helps make people to want to open it. Now we'll now move to the next thing, which is content. Right. So content is the next thing. So wait for this to load up. So the recipients, we have to select recipients. Now, we'll just let all subscribers. This is a test account. This is a test account. So there's really no like I have to kind of so give me a minute, let me do something and come back so I can move from this page. Okay. So what I did was I added a single test account so that I can just move on to the content. So move on to content. So you see, you must have a subscriber before you are able to kind of like drop. So now you can choose the kind of editor you want. You want a drag and drop editor, whatever. So let's just choose a drag and drop editor. So drag and drop is editor for scratch. Okay, so we are back. We are back here. So this is the email editor when you move into content. So this is what you get. So You can decide to add an image, but I don't want to add an image just yet. So I'm going to kind of delete this entire stuff. So this is where you put your company logo. If you have a brand logo, whatever, you can put that here. So, but the next thing that we're actually looking to do is we want to put in some text. Yeah. So that we're going to do text. So we're going to drag and drop very easy text. Then I'm going to post our entire copy and paste that entire email we wrote into this place. So here's it. This is the entire email we wrote, and it's in here. Now, first name, right? So hey, first name. Every app has like how they go about it. For MailerLite, if you want to include the first name of the person, you come here. So everyone now has AI. So you come here and you look for the variable, right? So let's go. Variable, right? So name, you put in the name. So it shows the name of the subscriber of every single person individually, right? So are you skinny? We'll try to like space this stuff out. So this is where you insert the pictures if you want to put a picture. So let me show you how you can put a picture. So if you want to put a picture, you just go to let's see, elements. You look for images, go down, look for images. So image. So you put it here. So let's say I've already designed your before and after image. So you just click here, choose any image you want. Because there's no, I don't think there's any image in this account because it's a fresh account I created for this. So you upload image from your computer, right? So upload an image from your computer, and that's basically it. So from device, and then you basically upload it, or you search for images if you have images here, right? So that's basically it. That's how you add an image. So once you are done adding the image, you can now go ahead and complete your email. So I just decided to upload this image from my computer, and I'll just insert it right here. And it's going to appear here when it's done loading. Then you take another block of text and you put it under, and you post the remaining parts of the email. So this is basically how the email is going to look, right? So this is basically how the email is going to look. So you can actually test to see how it's going to look inside the inbox. So you come here, send test email. So you can put any email address. So this email address, I'm going to send a test email to see how it's going to look in inbox, right? So I'm going to go to inbox and show you exactly how it looks. We are inside the email. So this is exactly how it's going to look. You see, hey, first name, because this is just a test account, it's supposed to show my first name if I was signed up to the list, right? Are you skinny? I want to build muscle, blah, blah, blah. This is the image, and this is it. So this is how it's going to look. And that's how you set up your email inside an email marketing platform. It's going to differ from one platform to the next, so, but this is the basic idea, right? Set up the design and set it up inside the platform. The next thing is how to measure if what you did worked. How to measure if it worked. So there are four metrics you should look out for. The first is the open rate, the second is the click-through rate, the third is the unsubscribe rate, and the fourth is the conversion rate, right? So for the, what do these numbers actually mean? The open rate is the number of people that open your email. Now, this tells you how good your subject line was, how good your deliverability is. Yes. Now, click through rate is it tells you how good the email was. Did it drive people to click the link? Did it drive them to book the call? Did it drive them to go to the website? Did it drive them to go to the blog post? So, click through rate is the second thing you should check. Unsubscribe rate, this is the percentage of people who unsubscribed from your list. Now, for this, people can unsubscribe for this for various reasons. It's not because your content suck. Sometimes they unsubscribe because they're no longer interested in what you're talking about, and that's a good thing, right? If people leave because they're no longer interested in what you're talking about, it's better because it saves you cost. The less people you have that are engaged, the better. It's not good to have like a list of 10,000 who don't care about what they're talking about, right? So if you unsubscribe, it's normal, but having so many unsubscribe is a problem, right? So that's another thing. The next thing is your conversion rate. Tells you the number of people that took action. how many people took action, right? So that's the next thing. So these are the 4 things you should look out for. Now, congrats, you're an email marketer. I'm just kidding, right? But now you know the basics. You know the basics. You know the basics. In the next video, I think I'll be sharing more about deliverability, how to land in the inbox, and how to avoid the spam or the promotion tab. So that's basically it for today. Hope you enjoyed this. So hit the subscribe button, share this video to somebody who wants to start their email marketing journey because it's going to help them, and turn that notification bell on because I'm going to be sharing videos every single day on this channel, right? So have an amazing one.